Hello, Kingdom Influencers. I'm back for another Wednesday Facebook Live. If this is the very first time that you hear my voice, my name is Megan Brainers. I am a prophetic book strategist, curator of the Unlock Your Voice movement, 4 times international best-selling author, and I'm so excited for today's topic. So, if you are joining in, let me know where you are tuning in from. If you are watching the replay, comment hashtag replay. So today we are speaking all things following God's voice for your business. Following God's voice for your business. So this can either be you are currently an author and you have an author business, or you are a kingdom expert, CEO, pioneer, or high achieving leader that is currently running an online service based business, but God is calling you to write a book and to multiply the author business too. So that is you. Let me know down below. And I just want to share some insight, knowledge, and just personal experiences of my own journey. So if you are joining, come on inside and say hi. Let me know what you are busy doing on this beautiful Wednesday. And I'm just excited to connect and to talk about today's topic. I'm just so in awe of the Lord because when I look at my own life, I'm just like, wow. If I was not bold and courageous, I would not be doing what I am currently doing today. So for all of you that's like, God called me just like he called, Simon before he became Peter from the fishing waters. And he called me from my job. He called me from my full-time employment. He called me whether you were an attorney, a lawyer, corporate leader. He called you out of your full-time employment. And, there was a shift, there was a transition, the crisis happened and he shifted you into full-time entrepreneurship. So I can testify about that whole day, every day, because I used to be a flight attendant for 14 years, a senior flight attendant. And when the pandemic hit us in 2020, I was retrenched. My boss fired me. And I know so many of you can resonate, but that is when my journey started with partnering with God in my business and following His voice for my business. So if that is you, let me know. Let me know what kind of employment that you were in. Let me know, what kind of work it is that you were doing. I'm always so interested to hear the areas that you have mastered in and that you are now directly implementing in your business. I've heard of so many marketing experts that brings their background and these strategies even into the marketplace, and now they are speaking into people's lives, they are saving lives, they are speaking to the lost, and they're making big impact. So if you are an impact driven leader, you are in the right place. So come inside. So we are here for one purpose, and that is to inspire, empower, encourage, and to share resources with you. So if you are a leader and you're writing a book, raise your hand. Let me see. Are you in the room? Let's see those hands to see if I'm speaking to the right people. And we are speaking about following God's voice for your business. So what I want to share about that is the following. You will never see the full picture when God calls you from your full-time job into the marketplace to write a book, to run an author business, or to steward a 5 or 6-figure movement. You are doing it afraid, right? I know in 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 it speaks about He did not give us a spirit of fear or timidity, but of love, and He gave us that courage. But I also want to say, what is courage without feeling the fear and choosing to move past it anyway? Who am I speaking on this live to today? So if you have been going through, the transitions, and you've been at the crossroads and you weren't sure, am I supposed to launch the thing? Am I supposed to write the book now? Am I supposed to write it later? I want to encourage you today, and I want to empower you today. And I want to say that everything that you need to finish the book, to steward that 5, 6-figure or 7-figure movement, is currently inside of you. You just need to get still and to go with his rhythm for your life. So if you are a creative and you're a dreamer, you know how hard it is to sit with one idea and to execute that one idea, because the ideas come and you want to do everything all at once. It's like you want to write the book and you want to run the business and you're raising the children, right? But I believe that God is calling us to steward our time well, to be disciplined, and to be laser focused for the next assignment that He has in store for us. So I'm just speaking to that change agent right now, and I'm saying that he wants your attention, and there's a now assignment that He wants you to accomplish. There's a now assignment that He wants you to heal to, so that you can get it done and get out of your own way. I've seen so many times you become, I've done it as well, right? We over spiritualize business. Yes, God is the CEO of our business, but things still need to get done in business, right? And if you're not making sales, if you're not making money in your business, it's a charity and it's a hobby, and you don't want to go that route. Well, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but if your intention is to steward as a profitable business, you want to make sure that you are connecting with your clients, that you are growing your community, and then also that you are visible, isn't it? And writing a book is one way to do that. But you need to first and foremost make sure that you are positioned to hear God's voice. So I just want to quickly just share 3 steps with you so that you can hear God's voice clearer and also follow it in the season, because I know that there's so many counterfeits out there, whether it's counterfeit prophets, whether it's teachers, they are teaching the things of this world, and it's not supernatural, it's not spirit led, it's not Bible based, it's not biblically founded. I'm speaking to spirit led, faith filled, born again believers right now that's been called to business, right? This message may not be for everyone, but I'm speaking to those that has a responsibility to steward their gifts and their time well. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to stop and take stock of where you're currently finding yourself. Are you in the place that you are supposed to be? Are you bearing fruit that you are supposed to? Do you know the season that you are in? Because you need to know the answers to those questions if you're going to be positioned well, if you're going to steward what God has given you well. What happens a lot of times, I get on calls with leaders that I know God has called to be scribes and lead and to be authors, but they become distracted, right? They become distracted, and it's difficult to be like laser focused when you are distracted. So usually what I do is, asking the hard questions. uh, did God speak to you? Did you say yes when you're supposed to say no? Could it be that you have too much on your plate right now, and God is trying to get you away from the masses and from the noise into your secret place? So first and foremost, you need to get into the secret place. You need to make time for Him. You need to ask Him questions, right? Lay your emotions bare before Him and just become vulnerable, and put Him to the test and just see how he will come through for you. If you are not spending the time that you know that you're supposed to, I mean, if we say we partner with God, whether it's writing the book or the business, and we're not mm, putting Him first, then it's going to trickle down, and we won't have things in place in our business. We're going to move ahead of Him. We're going to do things out of striving, right? And then we're going to eat frustration. So the first thing is, in order to yield to His voice, you need to position yourself to hear from Him, but that can only take place in the secret place, right? That's the first key. The second one is be real with yourself, right? Are there still areas that you need to heal from? Are there still things that know that you need to slow down, or you need to detach from? Um, right? Whether it's the noise in the online space, whether it's you giving your time and attention to things that's no longer serving you or your business, or where God is leading and guiding you, so that you can come into alignment. So these are just key. deep dive questions. When you work with me, I ask the deep things, and I challenge you to, to step out in your full authority and daily walk in the potential that God has given you. I'm very passionate about that. I'm not sure where it comes from, but all I know is when I spend time with you and I see what God has placed on your life and the anointing upon your life, um, there's this midwife, how can I call it? The midwife robe or role or hat that I put on, and I call greatness out of you. I call the gold out of you, right? I prophesy over you. I prophesy over dry or dead bones, and so that you can come into alignment with your prophetic destiny. Because I've seen too many times where leaders, they've got so many treasures inside of them, but they don't take the time to to actually sit with God and ask Him the hard questions. Just stop, um, and not be too hasty to do things and forget that we actually have to submit it to Him, in order for us to be in alignment with our assignment. And then the third key with regards to the topic, following God's voice for your business, is, do you trust Him the way that you say that you do? Or have you allowed doubt to creep in? Because doubt and unbelief will make you forfeit the promise and your destiny. So it's, those, you don't want to subconsciously open any doors that's not supposed to be open. So you want to make sure you check your bases and ask yourself, what's the word that I'm speaking over my life? What's the words that I'm speaking over myself, over my children? Am I speaking words that's sabotaging my, me writing the book, that's sabotaging me actually stepping out in faith? And if it is, what am I doing about it? Am I sitting with the word? Am I correcting myself? Am I being accountable to a mentor? What are the things that you are putting in place so that you can actually remove those mindset blocks and get the things done that's supposed to be done? And then in closing, I want to encourage you and I want to say that where you currently find yourself is only your pit stop. It is not your final destination. So give yourself grace. So that's it for today, everyone. I went a little bit over the time. I said 10 minutes, but all is well. If you have been inspired and transformed by that, I would love just to hear from you. And if you know that you have been commissioned, to be a scribe and you need someone to activate that scribe anointing inside of you, to activate that gift of writing, I'd love to jump on a 30-minute call with you, a free prophetic clarity call. You will see the link down below, and let's chat about what's to come, and then also how you can become a best-selling author over the next 6 months. So that's it from me, everyone. Megan Brainers, your prophetic book strategist. See you next week, Wednesday, same time, same place. Bye-bye.